Hello, good afternoon, viewers. Hi, good to see you guys again. I am just gonna wait a second and allow people to start pouring in. It is a beautiful spring day. Hi, Miss Lana. It's a beautiful spring day out in St. Charles. Matter of fact, while we are waiting, let me flip the camera so you guys can see my view. Thanks for the hearts. So this is what I'm looking at across the street from the office. Beautiful, beautiful day. It feels good in Chicago to not have to wear a down coat today. Thanks for the hearts. Hi, people that are joining. Hello, hello. I am just giving people some time to pour in. I'm happy that we finally switched over and we set our clocks back because that gives us a little bit more time for the daylight. So, hi, welcome to, hi, Melissa, how are you? Welcome. Hi, replay viewers. I always forget to say this in my broadcast, but if you would like, hey, go ahead and share. You can share on Twitter or you could just share it with all of your followers. It's up to you. I was just talking about, I forgot to put my phone on silent. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was just talking about the beautiful weather that we are having. Thank you for inviting people, Melissa. Did you guys know that I feature reader Q&A on the blog? So the blog post comes out every Thursday, and then every Thursday, the last Thursday of the month, I've started to do, thanks for sharing, I've started to do Q&A because I know that sometimes, thank you for sharing, Lana, sometimes people have questions and they're not always comfortable asking them out in the open discussion, like in the Tribe Lounge or on Facebook or even on Periscope. So if that is you, you can feel free to just shoot me at shood, SHOOD, at FTH EART and then counseling.com. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so I know you guys have probably been wondering, this light is really tricky. So we have the windows. The windows are open actually because we just got them cleaned. And so, hi, welcome, Marsh Denise. Good to see you. I was trying to figure out the lighting for this video. Okay, that looks good. So, I know you guys have been wondering where I have been, and I will just explain. My daughter actually had the flu for about a week or so. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're here. Glad you guys are here. So she had the flu. And then after that, I worked in a school as well, a therapeutic day school. And so report card season was among us. So I had a lot of stuff going on, but I did not forget about you guys. And so now I am going to just go ahead and get into the scope. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Seida Hood, and I am the owner of From the Heart Counseling in St. Charles, Illinois. I help teens and their families, and then some of the preteens as well that have severe emotional disorders and have aggressive behaviors. During the day, I work at a therapeutic day school in Naples for students that have been removed from their home district for emotional disorders like schizophrenia, bipolar, different things like that, and they struggle with both verbal and physical aggression. And so then part-time I run the practice. So the link is in the bio. You guys can feel free to check it out. And now just getting into what the scope is about, just giving you guys a brief rundown. Today we're going to be talking about self-harm and why people do it. And then I'll be telling you guys about a new group that I'm starting in April. And then I thought it would be fun maybe to give you guys a brief tour of the office. I'm still putting it together, so there are still a lot of blank spots, but I thought you guys might like to see. Okay, so self-harm. What is self-harm? Self-harm is intentional, direct injury, whether it's pills, whether it's poison, it's cutting, any method of harm to the body, injury to the body is considered self-harm. And then the age-old question that I know that people tend to ask when they come in contact with somebody who cuts or harms, why do they do that? Why do they do that? You know, it's like this strange thing. Like, people think of it so differently than like drinking or using illicit drugs. And so my response to that is they do it for the same reason that people drink or use illicit drugs. They're struggling to regulate their emotions. And so when you've come to a place where you're struggling to regulate your emotions, you can't handle it when it's time to face reality, when you really sit and think about your situation. And so what do I mean when I say emotional regulation? I mean that they struggle with controlling impulses. So say, for example, somebody could be, they have a problem with receiving feedback. So if they get some feedback that's favorable, awesome. They love it. Hi, Amber. Welcome. They love it. They're excited that they receive that feedback. They're on cloud 10. You're the best person ever. Versus if you're given some constructive feedback, they can't handle it. They may lash out. They may become verbally and or physically aggressive. And so they are struggling to balance, because when people have balance, then they know how to receive that feedback. Even if it's not what they want to hear, they hear the feedback, they take it, okay, that's fine, and they're able to, on some level, control themselves and not have like a blow up or something where the police or authority could potentially be involved. And so I'm looking down at my notes here that I have. So basically, how do you help somebody that's struggling? Thank you for the hearts. How do you help somebody that's struggling to regulate their emotions? How do you help somebody that lashes out on you all the time, or that is cutting, or that is in a crisis? The answer to that, you guys will have to read my blog on Thursday. Thursday's post is going to be mental health recovery. And so how do you help somebody to move past the crisis? When do you say, hey, you might need to go get professional help? When do you send them to the hospital? When do you reach out for help yourself? So thank you. So that's going to be coming out on my blog on Thursday. So be sure to, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, or you guys can just check the website on Thursday. And so I'm talking about all of this because I have my new group called Reconnect coming out. And so Reconnect is for teens ages 13 to 18 that struggle with self-harm, whether they are transitioning from a hospital program, whether they are they have a history of self-harm and they haven't self-harmed in a while, whatever the case may be. And so what is Reconnect? Reconnect is helping them to reconnect back to society, reconnect back to reality, to get that emotional balance that they need to live life without maybe so many additional supports. And so in this group, we're going to focus on teaching them skills for emotional regulation, challenging those irrational thoughts, and then exploring some of the past experiences that may have contributed to self-harm and injury, and just the cycle that they might be in, or maybe at the beginning of it. And so I like to keep the groups kind of close-knit and tight in a minimum, just because it helps to keep the environment safe, and it helps it to be a place where people feel comfortable talking and sharing, and real work can actually take place. So that's going to be starting on Thursdays, April 14th. from 6 to 7:30. So again, if you are interested, do not be afraid to go and visit my site or even send me a message and let me know. You can find me on Facebook at From the Heart Counseling, or the website is on the bio. And so again, I said this in the beginning, but I don't know if people jumped on and may have missed it. On Thursdays, the last Thursday of the month, I do accept reader questions and I answer them. So if you have a question that you don't maybe feel comfortable asking on a scope or asking in Facebook, because I know that some of the stuff that we talk about is real trivial and people don't necessarily want to openly admit that they have some of these things going on. So that's understandable. So if you want to shoot me an email and ask the question, I will answer your question. I'll put it in rotation for reader questions. And some of you guys might be wondering what I'm talking about with this Facebook group in the Tribe Lounge. So the Tribe Lounge is basically for people that are subscribed to my newsletter and everything, people that are interested in helping each other with relationships, developing relationships, whatever kind of relationships are in your life and around you, developing those. Thanks for the hearts. And so there's a place where we do discussions and we support each other if somebody's having a bad day or somebody needs advice on something. And so our weekly topic for this week is forgiveness. How far is too far for you to forgive? Or is there no limit to when you forgive somebody? And so we do a lot of challenges and discussions and things like that. If you want to join, you are more than welcome to join. We value anybody that wants to improve relationships. Okay, and now I'm just going to give you guys an office tour. Otherwise, you can, I won't be offended if you guys pop off or if you want to stay on to see the office. But again, it is a work in progress. So here we are, the little reconnect flyer. Y'all know I had to get that plug in there. So this is my desk, and this is the view that I see, the nice park outside. And here is the desk area. Let me go turn on the light first because it's a little dark. Uh-oh, did I lose you guys? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the desk area. I like to sit in front of the window because I can look out going down. Okay, so there's our comfy couch where the clients would sit, and then they can look out of this window, which also is a view to the park. And I sit like right across from them. And then since I do some art and stuff with people sometimes, I will roll out the art cart. The art cart is in the closet over there. So I'll roll out the art cart and we will do some art over there. And then in the future, I want to do like a coffee and beverage station here. But for now, we just have like drinks and things downstairs. Thank you for the hearts. So before I log off, do you guys have any questions or anything? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the hearts. Again, feel free to click the link in the bio if you guys want more information about me or From the Heart Counseling. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.